everybody. We're going to try this again. I hope you'll tell me if I am sideways. Show me some love. Show me some love and it will come back to you in infinity. Don't hit the anger button because there's plenty of that in this world. This is indeed the last poem of the week in 2020, and I am glad to see 2020 go. So glad that we're going to start with a new leaf, because next year I'm going to start doing it on Fridays. Fridays at noon. I'm going to skip the first one because I want to have a holiday myself. And then on the Mighty Monthly Muse is going to start over in February. First Friday of February at 7 p.m., I believe it'll be. I'm going to make some other announcements about that. But Happy New Year to everybody. Got Kimberly running tech for me. Everybody say hi to Kimberly. I love you, Kimberly. This feels like the right poem to be the last one for 2020. It was written a long time ago by me and Phil Rockstroh. My apologies to Phil Rockstroh for any edits that I might have made along the ways and ones that I made for this particular broadcast. Anybody tell me if I am sideways or not? Hi, Vern, how you doing? I'm actually reading messages this time. I can't explain why I'm doing that or how I'm doing it, but somehow or another the messages are coming across. Hey, Thomas, how you doing? Can anybody tell me if I am sideways or not? I had to stop and rebroadcast the thing because I was sideways. Takes a minute for the messages to come across. Right side up indeed. All right, thank you, Vern. I appreciate that. And I also really appreciate y'all's support over this broadcast. If you would like to support the broadcast, you can do so at Bald Chandler. You can do so at Bald Chandler. PayPal.me/BaldChandler. Or if you would like to be a regular contributing supporter, you can do so at Patreon.com/The Chris Chandler Show. And if you like what you're hearing, graceful, isn't it? If you like what you're hearing, please share this video. At times, I feel enmeshed in the loneliness and the longing of all things. And I think about what it's been like through this pandemic. I started doing this broadcast on St. Patrick's Day. I was doing it a poem a day for almost 100 poems. Then I started doing it a poem a week and started adding one monthly in. All the things that we've done in this pandemic that have been right. And all the ways we could have been living in this pandemic that are worse than the ways we are living it. For me, it has been perfect. I've been here in New Jersey with Kimberly, the first perfect person to spend this pandemic with. And last night, we went out and beheld the full moon. And my friends, it was fantastic. But I saw something more spectacular than the full moon. I saw here in Highland Park, New Jersey, just 40 miles outside of New York City, we beheld something that you could not see if it were not for the pandemic. We beheld the stars. And are these inanimate objects speaking to us, and are we listening to them? Sometimes, I swear to you, I will hear an exhausted sofa sigh, longing to be a hammock, tethered between two palm trees and swaying in a tropical breeze. The hammock sighs, longing to be a magnificent bed in a luxury hotel where two champagne-sipping sophisticates meet for an illicit tryst. Happy New Year. The cigarette lighter that they use after their stolen hour sighs in a crazed desire to be the eternal flame. Illuminating a graveyard of forgotten soldiers who gave their lives in a forgotten war. The forgotten war sighs, I wish I were just a quiet evening at home. Are these inanimate objects talking to us, and are we listening to them? Do you ever think that those practical number 2 pencils that accountants use ever fantasize about drawing bawdy pictures of urban sophisticates in a luxury hotel? Does the luxury hotel ever dream of dropping its facade of rectitude and becoming a flop house, quartering a poet, sprawled on an exhausted sofa, sprawling unpublishable verse while being pestered by bill collectors on telephones, which grow disgusted of tormenting the multitudes, so the telephones themselves begin orating the Sermon on the Mount? Does the Sermon on the Mount ever fantasize about getting a gig at one of Chandler's poems of the week? What if there was a great awakening of atoms, where they all remembered their vast and intricate histories, an atomic explosion of memory? We might hear the tale of a fleck of lint floating in the air that was once part of a soldier's bootlace, which he gave to his beloved to lace her corset the night before he died in a forgotten battle, in a forgotten war. A fleck of lint that was once part of a bushman's pelt, which contained the tooth of a saber-toothed tiger, which evolved into an alley cat, which was gutted to make the strings of a violin, which entertained elegant guests in a luxury hotel. And that fleck of lint now has nothing but time on its hands to float to the air and sing of love, of war, of mythical beasts, of beauty, of poverty, of sadness. And that fleck of lint now drifts unnoticed into your beer. And you drink it down. And it sees the joys and the sorrows of your life until you too are buried, forgotten in the earth. But you will rise again as grass, which is eaten by cows who go to slaughter and are served in a luxury hotel and washed down with a beer. And my friends, we all get to have a new year all over again, starting over again. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for listening. We will see you on the 8th of January, Friday, the poem of the week.